How's it going, everyone? Equinox Phoenix here, and today we're going to talk about Legacies Season 2, Episode 13, titled You Can't Save Them All. This episode is interesting. As we learned last episode, one, the Saltzmans, I think it's just the Saltzmans. The Saltzmans have been sent to Kai's prison world, along with where we find out that Alaric has been sending problem students there, three in particular. Of course, these three are Diego, Wendy, and Jade. I forget which of them is Jade. Jade is the vampire. Is a vampire, a Ripper actually, who turned off her humanity after they got into this whole mess. They got tricked by someone, and so they went they had to defend themselves, and in the ensuing conflict, she turned off her humanity. Wendy is a pyromancer, she's a. And Diego is a werewolf. Wendy is a fire-wielding witch. Anyway. We also learned that what was his name again? Landon Kirby. Sorry, I don't know why I forgot that name. Landon can fly, or at least levitate. Now, with last week's episode out of the way, let's talk about this week's episode, since I didn't do last week's episode. My bad. Anyway, this week's episode it starts with, of course, Kai being out, having gotten out through Malivore. Lizzie is in trouble, and Josie is now Dark Witch Extraordinaire. With, of course, Alaric being chased by the three, with Wendy, Diego, and Jade. Alaric is obviously in the ensuing battle. Jade has her humanity turned back on by Josie. They find Lizzie. It just, everything comes together, and they're like, okay, we need to escape. Let's use the darkness. Obviously, Josie realizes, wait, my memory's missing, but I recognize this as Malivore, so she does the same spell that knocked everyone out. In that room, I guess she made it just the room. I'm not 100% sure on what's going on. Anyway, so she does it. They got their memories, like, oh no, we need to get out. They start planning to escape. Of course, in the background we have Kai having Landon kidnapped, yada yada yada. I like saying yada yada yada. This is, of course, and as they're escaping, Diego is like, I will never forgive you. Whereas Wendy and Jade are like, okay, we messed up. Everyone's escaping. Let's just calm down. We did mess up. Let's take let's take the punishment. They did massacre a bunch of people. Diego is, I guess, not a good person. He is the true. I don't know. Kai's still the bad guy in this, but it is what it is. Diego betrays the entire group, Jade, Wendy, and everyone else, and the Saltzmans. Sebastian comes in, kills Diego, saves Alaric, and is like, he's like, I told you, and claiming that I told you, they can't be a second. Some people can't have a second chance. Speaking of Diego, he pushes Alaric into the beam to get him out, the beam belonging to Thing. And as everyone is out, he touches Josie on the shoulder. Oh my god, I can't speak. On the shoulder. so that he can become the anchor of the world, of the prison world, of Kai's prison world, since Kai is out and Josie can be let out. He tells her, tell Lizzie, something a better man would say. Obviously, he's not the best of people, but he's also not a bad guy in and of itself. Now, on the other hand, we have, of course, Landon was kidnapped by Dorian, uh, compelled by Kai. So, in essence, he was kidnapped by Kai, so that they can shoot him with the golden arrow, which is the one thing that can permanently kill him. Uh, Hope proves how much of a badass she is by, you know, going back and, duking it out with Kai, which most people can't do. I actually, if I'm not mistaken, most of the old cast couldn't do it, except maybe like Klaus and Elijah and Rebecca, of course. Like the big trio of originals. Now, of course, she calls him out on, "You're not even trying to beat me," blah 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 blah. Like, because she's not like vampire strength; she has like werewolf strength. And vampires are slightly stronger, apparently. Part of the spell. It's whatever. So he tells her, "Yeah, I'm just a distraction so that I can get Landon killed and have all of the people in the prison world killed. Blah 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 blah. I'm an evil villain, the usual villain monologue." Fast forward to Hope has stopped Alyssa, and now they're waiting for Landon, who, of course, we know didn't get shot. Dorian took the arrow, and they're all like, "Oh no, Landon's dead." Suddenly, we see Landon, being the badass that he truly is, flying with wings of flames. And oh my god, I just saw it this morning, actually. Not 20 minutes ago. And oh my goodness, it was amazing. So he lands, of course, they run to Dorian. "Oh my god, we gotta save Dorian," like, he was compelled for one, and number two, he's an ally. You know, it is what it is. Like, right? We want our friend to live. And yes, I'm glossing over the fact that Lizzie was helped by Jade. We're glossing over that fact. She didn't become a vampire, so it's not important. In the grand scheme of things, it is important on a small scale. Sebastian regrets a lot, but it's all good. So this episode, I gotta say, both as a conclusion for last episode and as a episode all its own, was amazing. I honestly, I can't wait for the coming seasons. The episode literally ends with Alaric just taking the sword and decapitating Kai. Kai's like, I feel this is too. I had to come back to this. Like, yeah, I'm not falling for that. Not for me, is it? It's like you can see on his face. Yeah, I'm not falling for that, and just takes the sword and cuts Kai's head off. But yeah, this episode honestly is a good episode. Like, I highly rate it. This show is amazing in and of itself. Like, everyone, like, all the good guys are just being, you know, with the exception of the little, I won't say side mission. It was a side mission to get all the. That one was weird. The whole the group of three, Wolf Boy, MG, and Caleb. I don't. It doesn't even say, like, I have the wiki open right now. It doesn't say what his name is. I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't say what his name is. So I can't. Is it Jed? Jed, yeah. And Jed are arguing over Alyssa, who's not even worth it, to be honest. Like, look at the girl's character in the show, like, specifically in show. She's not worth arguing over. She literally betrayed the entire school. But you know, it is what it is. They rescue Raphael and find at least one of the artifacts. They all did good. This show overall was a good show. I have no idea how long I've been rambling for. Oh, a little over 10 minutes. Okay. Well, yeah, tell me what you guys thought of this episode down below, in the comment section. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time, and as always, stay bright.